All right. So now let's talk about these five pillars of career acceleration. These five pillars of career acceleration, I work with my clients so diligently on these. We make customized strategies on how they can truly accelerate within their career journey. Because again, everybody is different, so it must be a customized strategy. So let's jump right on in to pillar one. So when you activate these five pillars of career acceleration, you must have the mindset of striving to thrive and not just survive your 9 to 5 career journey. Mm. So when you strive to thrive versus surviving, thriving is simply put as I enjoy what I do. I'm happy where I'm at. I am good at what I do. I find some sort of joy in this type of work that I do. It's meaningful work, right? Versus surviving where, oh my goodness, I just got the collector check mindset. I am here to literally get my check, and I say the phrase is run me my check or I'm out all the time. And so that's a person that's going to be in that survival mode category. And so when you activate the five pillars, you get out of the survival mode category and you get into the thrive mode because you are on a search for something meaningful in your career journey. A person that strives to thrive, they have some sort of personal clarity, they have career clarity, and so I definitely help my clients through that. If you are questioning anything about your career journey, definitely career clarity is what you need, as well as personal clarity, so that when you combine the personal and career clarity together, you then move out of the survival bucket into the thrive bucket. Okay. So that's pillar one. Pillar two is you focus more on your faith than the facts to overcome career challenges. Wow. So, Grace Brown, going back to Grace Brown, who we talked about in the beginning, who had a wonderful mindset shift, and she shifted so well that she became a career accelerator. She literally rose to the top. She was going places in her career journey. But along that path, she was focusing more on her faith. She was infusing Christian principles into her overcoming her career challenges. She said, yeah, the fact may be that, we're in a recession, but I know by faith, I know that I'm not going to get laid off. I know that my skills are so top notch that they can't let me go. And you know what? And even if they do let me go, guess what? I believe that God has a position with my skill set in mind and everything that I desire in a position in mind. And so going with this pillar and talking about this more and going deeper into this is so much that goes with this, right? So much, because it's like you got to have tunnel vision. It's like you're focusing more on, yes, I may be in a new territory in my career. It's okay. And that's a fact. However, I understand that this pivot is not going to be done in vain. So, your career journey, what you're doing in your career journey, the steps you are making is not in vain. They're faith moves. They're faith moves. Yes, it be maybe new territory, and that is a fact, like I said earlier. However, once you activate your faith, once you activate, what you truly believe about you and the steps that you're taking, you will start to understand that it's not in vain. And everything that you do is signed off by God. It's orchestrated by God. Either you're going to learn the lesson or you're not. Or either you learn the lesson and you simply use the lessons learned and launch off of that. You launch off of that into an accelerated space. All right. So, pillar three, you value being authentic within your career journey. So, whew, where do I begin with this? So, when you value being authentic in your career journey, my friends, there is no more of this phrase entitled, "Oh, I'm just going to fake it until I make it." Again, that you got to watch your language. No more career cursing. So, that phrase, "break it till you make it," is a part of career cursing because honestly, if you're valuing being authentic, that phrase will then be the fakest phrase or the most unauthentic phrase that you'll ever say. Because when you really dissect that phrase, you're like, fake it till I make it. I don't want to be fake. I don't want to be a person that I don't even recognize when I do make it to the top. I don't want to be that person. So you have to choose now that you don't want to be that person. Or you have to choose throughout your career journey that you want to bring your whole self to work. You don't want to just bring a part of you. You want to bring your whole self so that you can truly be that uniquely, wonderfully, and fearfully made person in the workplace. And so that you can truly be the light in your workplace. You want to be the light. Yeah, there might be toxic in there, but listen, you are the light and you're going to shift things around because of your character that you're carrying in the workplace, or that the character on how you interact with people, even if it's in a virtual setting, they will recognize, and I know this from experience, they will recognize that there's something peculiar about you. There's something interesting on how you walk and how you talk and how you interact or communicate with others in your workplace. All right. So let's move to pillar number four. Wow. When you activate these five pillars of career acceleration, you are truly maintaining your sanity in the workplace, my friends. When you are maintaining your sanity in the workplace, you are ultimately putting yourself first. When you cherish maintaining your sanity in your workplace, your priorities are truly shifted. No longer are your priorities strictly, oh, this is my job and I just got to be here 24/7, or I just got to do this, and a third. No, when you are cherishing, maintaining your sanity, you are first creating boundaries for yourself. Unapologetic boundaries. Unapologetic boundaries. Boundaries that deserve and need to be communicated to management at all levels on your teams and to anybody that may be interacting with you in the workplace. Because you don't want it to be a time where you typically work, your 9 to 5, and you may work a little extra sometimes, but you don't want it to ever be a situation where they're calling you off hours and truly expecting for you to respond. No. Now, if it ever gets to that, you know, you're really not cherishing your sanity. It seems like a boundary is being broken and that someone doesn't understand your boundary, which is, please don't contact me after a certain hour. Or if you do contact me after a certain hour, please don't expect a response into the next business day. How nice was that put? That was put really nicely. And that is what we must be bold enough to do. We must be unapologetic when stating those facts or when setting those boundaries in your life, which ultimately help you maintain your sanity in your work life. A lot of people talk about how they don't have work life balance. Hmm. The reason why you don't have work life balance is because you don't intentionally put those boundaries in place and have make other people respect your boundaries. Enforce your boundaries. You know, we all go have these laws in the world we have to abide by, right? But when it comes to our personal lives, we do have laws too. And those laws are the boundaries that we are creating for ourselves. All right, so let's move on to pillar five. When you activate these five pillars of career acceleration, my friends, pillar five is really special. It says, believe being peculiar is a strategy to level up in your career journey. And when I say being peculiar, I want to talk about being different, talking different, bringing a different characteristic to the workplace that a lot of people may not bring, right? You are, yes, you're being the light. And what that means is you are attracting people to your brand, attracting people to your personal brand, right? Without having to step on people's toes. You don't have to go behind people's back. You don't have to maybe, oh, be a part of the gossip that quote unquote may make you popular. No, you don't have to do all of those things to simply accelerate in your career. And this really ties into focusing more focusing more on your faith than the facts to overcome career challenges. Why they tie together is because the fact may be, oh, you got to just, get in good with so and so and you'll get promoted easily. Yes, but if so and so does not align with where you're trying to go or align with the type of demeanor you're trying to carry into the workplace, then that may not be the person for you to connect with. There may be someone else to connect with. And yes, that's facts, but by faith, we believe that you will be promoted and that there is another option for you to get to that level. So I teach my clients all of these tricks and give them all these career gems and how they can truly authentically accelerate within their specific career journeys, because again, everybody's career journey is different. Okay, so that is why I definitely promote having a career coach. Every coach needs a coach, every leader needs someone to guide them, right? And so I am that partner in success in your career journey. And again, if you give me the opportunity to work with you, you will see a difference in your career journey with activating these five pillars of career acceleration and having a mindset of a career accelerator.